I showed Amanda, and she's like, just because you swam in high school doesn't mean you can be in the Waterworld show. And I was like, no. I can do that. So that's why I got an enjoyment out of that video. Welcome, everybody, to the Positivity Report. Mike Kalinowski, Shannon Barney on the show. The original plan was to do Josh Brady around 11:30, or even live at 2. But then I thought, since they're coming all the way, might as well do back-to-back shows.
Well, we really didn't come all the way. I think
we had to rent a boat, then hop on a train,
all of
hitchhike.
it.
Yeah.
See?
The whole 7 minutes it took to get here.
if that.
And you guys were perfectly 7 minutes late, so I know when you left.
Perfect.
I know when you left. It's fine. Well, everybody's late. The only person that isn't late is seriously Ken and Ikaika. And when I say late, I mean the host is late a lot too. Because I used to try and be here around 8:40. Yeah, sometimes I roll in around 8:53, and guests have beaten me here, so it's no big deal.
Man, I used to pride myself on never being late. I'm like, if you're early, you're on time. If you're on time,
I
you're
don't
late.
like that saying.
And then,
I hate
and
that
then
saying.
the longer you live in LA, I don't know what it is. It just happens to you.
Ken naps
Thank
suck?
you.
It just happens because I had gone
Thank
years.
you.
I pride myself on being like, I'm
Yeah.
never late. I show up early.
Yeah.
Whenever we have a get together, I'm there on time. And I don't know what happened over the last year or two.
I think something in the city wears you down where you're like, everyone else is like, traffic. So you're like, F it.
All right, traffic.
I'm going to do traffic. Yeah, I left at 9 o'clock, but traffic. Yeah,
Yeah.
No, I get it.
I mean, I've had jobs before, where bosses would say if you're 5 minutes early, you're on time. Hate that.
Hate that.
I'd roll in 30 seconds. It's 9 o'clock. That's the start time.
One of my friends on
Sorry, I
Facebook
yelled,
was
Shannon.
like, all right, let's can we talk about this for a second? And I was like, yeah, because if you're late, they expect you to be there early. You're not paying me for that time.
No.
I'm sorry.
Yes.
No, my time is my time. As I'm getting older,
Yeah.
I'm valuing my time.
Mm-hmm.
So if you're going to pay me for it, I'll be there 5 minutes. So if you're paying for me for it. But
Well, here's my problem is, and I was raised in a family of just people that totally didn't even look at time as a thing. It was like, what times, for instance, my dad is the most Catholic human being on the planet. I've never been to church on time in my life, okay, ever. We've walked in and the gospel's going, I'm like, yes, only 20 more minutes. And my dad's like, we're going to stay for the next mass. I was like, no way. I was like, you already dragged me out of bed. I'm 16. I smell like Milwaukee's Best Light. There's no way I'm coming back for another mass. You stick around, Mr. Catholic. I'm getting donuts. And that's how my Catholicism is to this day. Everybody, thank you so much for being here. So right now, Ikaika, pull it up. We are so close to 25K on the Futility Kickstarter, okay? Futility, the actual game of living. Our prototype is being shipped. It could be stuck in LA Harbor. We don't know, okay? 296 backers, 24,813. Get it over 25K today. Go into the weekend feeling good about yourself. If you've already pledged, up your pledge. If you want to pledge for somebody else to get them a game, say, hey, show them this image and be like, I bought you this for Christmas. It won't be here until April, which is the greatest Christmas present you're ever going to have.
It's the Star Wars empty box campaign.
Correct.
that's always a good thing.
Yeah.
My best friend for Christmas last year bought me a James Bond No Time to Die making of book because it was going to come out in
Right.
April or whatever.
Right.
He's like, dude, I'm sorry, and it keeps getting delayed. Guess what? It arrives in 2 weeks.
See?
Oh,
It's a gift. It keeps on giving the whole year.
The whole year,
just
Clark.
like this game. Do
Yes,
it. The whole year, Clark.
exactly. And once we hit the goal, and then we hit the stretch goals and everything, because we get to Ken, how many days we got left? 28 days. I mean,
Oh, you'll hit it.
$30,000 is the goal. We're gonna hit that goal, and then once it's just bing, bing, bing,
That's
hit,
happening.
hit the stretches. Thank
Yeah,
you,
buddy.
Shannon.
Come on
I
now.
appreciate your confidence.
That's happening.
I love both of you very much.
Positivity, buddy.
Come on, it's the
Can we not?
report.
That's what we're here
It
for.
says it on the show. We're here, Ken.
here.
Put the positive vibes out there. Ken is gonna sell his tickets to Alanis
Please.
Morissette. Garbage.
If you'd like to go to the show near locally, I'm not going to take you. Buy the tickets from me because I can't really go anymore. It's breaking my 1995 heart, but
Yeah. Liz Fair was on the radio yesterday, and every time I see Liz Fair or hear Liz Fair, I think Ken Napsuck. Because when we were building this studio,
Yeah. The beautiful studio. It's first time here.
I know. You
It's incredible.
Just come back anytime. Seriously.
I'm just
We're
gonna
doing
live
shows.
here.
Just
Just
hang
text
out.
me.
Like,
Do
you
a
watch
Yeah.
it?
do a show here.
Do a show. You guys want to
Mike
do a
and
podcast?
Shannon eat Coral Cafe diner food on air live.
Oh, and
Do you
we
guys
just,
rent the space
ASMR
out?
it?
We do.
Yeah.
Do you?
Yeah.
Yeah. No one's actually taken us up on the offer, but we do.
We have to.
Yeah, we have.
We have one.
Couple people. Yeah.
Yeah, we're working on
Collider
getting
film
rentals
too.
in here.
Collider film too.
It took a while for us to figure out what we could and couldn't do in here.
Yeah.
Right. And now with I gotta get some more lights for that.
Yeah.
So
Which
wait,
this one's
what
not
can
even
you
on.
not do in here?
Snuff films.
Okay, that's fair. That's fair. But what
And
if
is that just because the building doesn't let you?
Yeah, the landlord
Correct.
said too much cleanup.
Okay.
That's fair. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. It can get kind of greasy.
Yeah.
You don't want to. Yeah.
Well, when we first moved in here, this was definitely some sort of flop house because there was a shower in that bathroom.
Okay.
And I've taken a shower in there
Why
because my
not?
hot water went out one time. And Mark Riley has taken it, but those are the only two people taking a shower in here because we usually just put chairs into the shower for storage.
But since I live the closest,
I'm gonna.
and we have
You're
one
right down the
bathroom-
road.
Yeah, yeah. And
Shannon's
and,
taking a shower.
I'm gonna go.
You know, Grace needs the appropriate amount of time to get ready. There's been many times I'm like, I gotta go to the office. Like, just race down here with the key, take care of business, go home. Blessing.
Been there.
Hey,
Yeah.
God
Because
bless
Ken, I mean, yeah. Ken got the space because he was like, this is my new bathroom. I was like, all right, Ken. All right. So hit that futility Kickstarter. We're going to get there today. I promise you. And then, listen, our buddy Jake Baldino yesterday, you guys know him from Game Ranks, pretty much it. He threw in a big support of the game. And I texted him and I was like, are you buying this for all your family? He's like, this is Christmas. So boom, you show him an image, be like, listen, you guys are going to have the greatest board game that anybody's ever played. Not yet, though. You will get it. When Christmas is done and over, and you're like, God, I really, you know what I could go for as a gift? Your birthday, nothing happening. All of a sudden, futility shows up, and you're like, you know what? That Jake Baldino is a great dude. That Mike Kalinowski, that Shannon Barney, they're great people.
How thoughtful of them.
Right?
To
Yeah.
think of me this far down the
Totally.
road. I'm still on their minds. It's a
They
beautiful
bought
thing.
me a piece of paper in December, only to come to fruition in April. And bang, bang, boom. Hopefully by then we have gotten all those ships out of the port of Los Angeles and the games can show up. Because if I see one more thing on the news about all these ships stuck in the harbor, it's like, just get boats and go get the things. Okay? I don't know what's happening.
I don't understand that concept of why they're all out there. And they can't, like, now it's like there's not enough dock workers.
Right.
Well,
Let's get some dock workers.
it was because of the slowdown that we had in quarantine? Like,
Yes.
no one showed up for work for a while? And
I
now it's
guess.
like, well, we got all these boats out here.
Yeah.
Are people on those boats?
You gotta-
Are they out there just...
Just waiting.
I'm just staring at these boxes. I can't do anything. Another day of tiddlywinks on the ship.
They're just starting a club on there. There's like 19 guys.
I'm
and-
surprised we don't have like 20 ship podcasts.
Yes.
You know, think about it.
Podcast.
I
Yeah,
don't know.
they're-
Like,
they're
here
stuck
we
on a
are. We're
ship.
stuck on the boat coming from. I don't know where they're coming. I don't. That's generic accent. Generic accent.
We canceled Mike. He's
Yeah.
canceled.
Eastern
And
European. Generic Eastern European.
Generic.
Generic.
We can do that one 'cause
Euro,
they're white.
African, Eastern Asian, Asian.
Eurasian.
Something out there.
I only do the German accents. That's the only ones that I do. It's so like, oh, we just got another pledge there. Can't you see that? It popped up there. It, like,
I could see-
Like, so here's what happens. Like, so a German family comes to Universal. And they're
Oh,
like,
yes,
oh
they
man,
do.
we would like to see is a Waterworld show. And we would also like to see the really handsome Batman walking around with his like great head of hair, son of a bitch. And he's like, he's got this great hair. Ken and I talk about it all the time. Like fucking Kalinowski was his hair. He's so perfect looking. Like the first time I met him, I was like, is this guy a real person? Or is he like a Ken doll that came out of the box? And we're like, in Germany, we are all produced like this. We are on an assembly line and we all come out, hello, we look like Mike Kalinowski. And so we go to Universal. And that's what happened.
That's a really good act. Like,
Yeah.
I'm not an expert on accents, but like, there's
the
this
only
little-
one I have,
What's like
Mike.
there was like a little thing in there. It wasn't like the stock German like I would do that would insult everyone. That sounded like you belonged to Germany.
Well, I lived in Germany for a little
There it
bit.
is.
Like a small country region in
Hey,
Germany. It's a very-
Leverkusen.
very- yeah.
Leverkusen?
Yeah.
In between Köln and Düsseldorf. It's owned by the Bayer Corporation. It's a
Wow.
town.
Is that true?
That's very true, yes.
All right.
Because the biggest Bayer office was in Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania, where I'm from. And then they sent us over there to meet a lot of the Bayer people in Germany. And then we had
Are
like...
you German?
No, I'm Italian.
I was gonna say, it's like, well, hey, hold on. I'm Polish, but I'm Italian. You
Yeah.
could have been German and Italian.
Yeah. No, I'm Polish and Italian too.
Are you?
Part of my dad's side is Polish.
The Poles.
Yeah.
All right.
Wow.
A lot of
I am
pierogies.
not
Axis
Polish
and
at all.
allies over there.
You're just a classic Barney.
Yeah.
What is Barney?
Barney's English.
Okay.
Not to be confused with the Blarney Stone in Ireland.
Well-
but I
well-
say close enough.
You kind of gave away one of the categories today on Josh Pretty. Ikaika, can you pull up the Josh Pretty board real quick?
Oh, no.
We can tease it.
I can't have to switch.
Oh, he's got to
settings.
switch settings. All right. Well, one of the categories you will see in Josh Pretty, 9 categories, all puns.
Oh, I'm so
Mostly
excited.
puns. Yeah.
Oh boy. Oh boy.
See, here's the thing, because everybody knows, most people know you guys from Schmoedown, right? And the passion that you bring to the Schmoedown, which sometimes I'm like, whoa, Kalinowski, maybe we need like a little bit of a chill pill.
Me, not her.
Passion.
Wait, hold on. I thought that at first, and then
Okay.
I was introduced to Shannon Barney,
Yeah. Come on now.
who broke up the wild berries
Oh, that's right.
in I mean, fashion of which the world still talks about. I was like, wait a second, what's happening now? Christian's like, she's like, yeah, Wild Bears are over. I was like, what? Wait, I was told in a contract we would stay together for 25 years and then have a reunion album. And he was like, no, Shannon drafted Elliot. And I was like, but wait a second. Does Shannon now draft me like as we come as a package? And Christian's like, no, you're separate now. I was like, I don't want to be here anymore. The only reason I'm not going to win any
I don't
singles
want to do this
match.
anymore.
This anymore.
I'm not a singles match guy. I get Elliot because he that's our we drink beer and Miss Shannon. And I look at Mike and he's like, man, damn. And then she's over there just like, just like, I'm Shannon Barney. I do what I want. And I'm like,
You do what I want.
I do what I
Do
want.
what I want.
I
That was us.
shaking my
Like,
shoulders.
this is-
I do what I want.
Oh, I know. I see it all the time.
I went full Moulin Rouge. I apologize.
That's my life now.
Is that
now
your
we're
life?
doing it all from home because she takes over 15 matches a week, and Mike, you got to go outside. I got the match now. They got,
Just
Adam
go on your
Collins.
boat out in LA Harbor.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
That's why
I thought
sit
this
outside.
was the positivity report,
It is
and I'm
the
sensing a
positivity
lot of negative
You're being
energy.
to defend yourself.
Yeah.
You're from
Go ahead.
Texas. Get to
that
the
where you're
Alamo
from?
and start defending. Is that a
Well,
good reference? Is that
no.
Probably not, huh?
Probably
Probably
that
not.
didn't, that didn't
Yeah,
really
there's no
close.
basement in the Alamo.
You ever been to the Alamo?
I have not.
It's tiny.
Yeah,
Oh,
is it?
let me
It's
tell you.
tiny.
Let
It's
me
in
tell
the-
you about
It's in the
the
middle
well,
of a
yeah.
city.
Are you from San Antonio?
Yeah.
No way. The
Yeah.
Riverwalk's amazing. I love
The
San
Riverwalk
Antonio.
is a tourist trap, but it
Oh.
is beautiful.
Well,
Christmas time at the Riverwalk.
that's when I
is
went.
Stunning.
Penn
See?
State plays the Alamo Bowl like every other year because we can't get any of the good bowls. 'Cause we stink.
Well, if you ever go to San Antonio, you have to go see the Alamo because, like, if you
Yeah.
don't, did you really go to San Antonio? But every time I bring someone there, I say, okay, just so you're prepared, you're gonna walk through this place and you're gonna go, that was it.
Right.
And every single time, I mean, you drive past it and you can miss it if you're not looking for it because it's right in the middle of downtown. It's not its own. Like they built downtown around the Alamo.
Being in San Antonio at the Riverwalk, I mean, I was there for a Penn State game in college, so I was pretty drunk. But I remember like seeing it, but we didn't take a tour. I was
Yeah.
like,
I
The
saw
tour's
it.
kinda
Well, we
cool.
drove by, and outside was the Wiener Schnitzer mobile too. So that was just my. It was just the Wiener mobile and the Alamo was right there. I was just like, oh, there it is.
San Antonio, Ken.
There it is.
Gorgeous.
I love this.
Yeah.
I love this. When did you come out? How long? San Antonio, born and bred, and
Well, I was raised military. I wasn't
Oh.
born military because
Well,
that
this
would
is where
be
the
weird.
passion comes.
But I
she came out with a salute and a rifle.
I came out ready to go. I don't remember.
Military. Shannon Barney's here.
But so I was born in Georgia, and then I lived in Hawaii, Louisiana. But
Whoa.
Texas is where I grew up. So Texas is home.
Okay.
And then I came out to California in 2007 or
Oh, me
2008. Yeah, but I lived in San Diego County for a while.
Nobody's perfect.
Good old Carlsbad. Excuse you.
I'm
so-
kidding. I love Carlsbad. That's where Callaway's
Carlsbad's
headquartered. It's all the golf places.
Yeah. But I've been in LA since 2013.
Right.
So yeah.
Mike and I moved out here in the 50s.
Yeah. Back when Burbank was not a good area.
It was not a good area.
The 1950s?
Yeah, the 1950s.
Okay, just making sure.
yeah,
Okay.
Well,
yeah.
yeah.
Whoa. Shannon taking shots. I
Jesus,
mean,
shots fired. Look at her.
yeah. The 19th. You're good, Shannon.
Just making
You're
sure.
good.
Just
You're
making
good.
sure.
You're
Clarity
good.
is important.
How did you? Because I mean, we know each other. I feel like surface level.
Yeah.
Although we did ride on a plane together next to each other to New York.
The three of us.
And,
bunked
that's right.
together.
We bunked
shared a
together.
room
Come on
Oh
now.
God.
You
You
did
guys
better than
broke
that.
bread on a plane
We
together?
broke bread on a
Wow.
plane, and then we
Shared a
shared a
hotel together.
room.
And then we cuddled in a room, small New York hotel.
These
room
two
together.
guys took me around New York my first day there.
Yeah.
Who took the image of you with your inner geekdom belt with like the 360 pan from like under?
Oh, that was-
Cam Rice.
That was Cam Rice.
Cam Rice.
We all went to Times Square, and Josh and I were really drunk. Josh got
Yes.
60 McNuggets,
And
we're
a-
like,
like 8 pieces
we're
of
like,
pizza.
Hans taking pictures of Mike. Let's go get McNuggets.
Oh, I
Yeah.
thought
Yeah.
you did it. And I
No,
was like,
no,
well
no,
done,
no,
sir.
no.
Well
There
done.
was a picture taken of me just laying in Times Square with the nuggets like on the ground. It's like, leave me here. This is where I am now. That McDonald's in Times Square had like around 4,000 people in it,
Yeah.
and it was the most intense McDonald's orders I've ever had. But I loved every second of it. I have a soft spot for McDonald's. That's just what it is.
I do too. That's
I
okay.
think we all should, because I know what I don't have a soft spot for, because I've said it on the show. Is Whataburger.
What?
Whataburger is
Dude, let me tell you
what a
something.
bummer.
No.
Let me tell you.
I'm not a Texas
Absolute
guy, but my best friend lives in Houston, and she always talked about
Gorgeous.
Whataburger. About a year ago, we went to a Whataburger. It's phenomenal for fast food. It's better than In-N-Out, and I'm in LA.
I mean, I don't like In-N-Out. So
Yeah,
okay,
let's
I'm
You
In-N-Out.
gonna-
just say it's better than In-N-Out?
Yeah, In-N-Out sucks.
I second that notion.
In-N-Out sucks, dude. I don't
But I
get
like
second
In-N-Out
that.
too.
What's the line for? What's the line outside for?
It's a perfectly done burger every time.
Look,
fresh lettuce, perfect
unless
bun.
you're
Fresh lettuce, perfect.
unless you're in post-war Russia in 1949, like my grandparents waiting for food. What are you waiting food for?
I don't
what
know.
are we eat? In and
This-
out.
nowadays, what are you waiting
waiting
for?
There's a Panera open somewhere. Go
Krispy
there.
Kreme? What are you waiting for? Down the
Oh,
road?
that's the one.
Why
I
the
don't get.
line?
Let me tell you why
Go
you're
into
waiting
the
for
store.
the Krispy Kreme line.
Go into the store.
Well, first
why
of all-
can't you do that? You would sit in line for an hour instead of walk
For a donut?
instead of walking inside for 5 seconds to get a donut?
Well, the thing about it is sometimes you listen to a
on.
podcast and you just
Okay,
want to keep
okay.
it going.
Or maybe
Yeah,
because you
it's
want to get away
it's
from your
going
wife.
on, Whoa, yesterday was our anniversary. Today I call Boxing Day because it's like that day after Christmas. So anniversary, and then we have a day, and then tomorrow's our birthday. So I got a lot of
wow.
pressure on me from September 30th to October 2nd. When October 3rd hits, I need like a personal day. No, Amanda's like the zero maintenance human. She doesn't care. She like made the reservations for our anniversary. I was like, wow, all right, this was easy.
Thanks,
we got there.
I show up.
I called the restaurant and I was like, hey, we have an 8:15 reservation. I just want to make sure that you guys know it's our anniversary, just in case you do anything special. And she's like, oh, it's already been put in there. I was like, oh, good. I was just calling, and I want to look like a good husband. She's like, you don't. And I was like, oh, great. All right, I won't come back. I'll just get back. No big deal. No, but so I drove from LA to Texas, and the first thing I did when I got to Texas was get a Whataburger
Yeah.
with a California buddy who's moving to Texas.
Yeah.
And I got to tell you, I almost threw that burger out the window.
Are you out of your mind?
Now what?
Bun was stale, too much lettuce, too much mustard. As a person who loves lettuce, I just sent him out the in and out. Okay, too much mustard. I'll tell you what was really good. The milkshake was really good. The vanilla milkshake was
They do
pretty
have
spot
good
on.
milkshakes.
It's better than In-N-Out's milkshake.
What about their fries, though?
Fries were good. They were serviceable. They were serviceable. And I love my fast food. Ken knows it. If I ever met Morgan Spurlock on the street, I would just dress him down. It's like, what you did to McDonald's and the McDonald's Corporation is a shame. It's a shame. You ought to be ashamed of yourself. Do you kiss your mother with that mouth? Because it is bull. Like what you did to the supersize. The supersize brought me so much joy in my life.
Do you remember humongous size fries?
Yes.
What?
Humongous size fries.
Talk to me.
It was a basket.
A bucket. A
From
bucket.
McDonald's?
From
Yes.
McDonald's.
And I don't know how much it cost.
Do you remember the ranchero cheese sauce?
That I don't remember.
Oh, I think it would only existed at Penn State.
Ooh. I just remember walking home from school almost every day and stopping at McDonald's and getting a huge. So I was that asshole walking down the side of the road with a bucket of humongous sized
Hero.
fries.
Yeah.
You meant the word hero.
Hero. I'm
Thank
sorry.
you.
Is this
I
regional?
misspoke.
Was this regional?
It was in Texas.
It was
which-
in
Am I
Pennsylvania.
Because like
Tracks.
in Tennessee, when I spent that time at Kingsport Cal, you and chat, there was like different sizes on the menu for some things. Mm-hmm. So it might be regional because I'd never experienced that
I never
here in
heard
California.
humongous fries.
It was glorious.
We just called them the basket of fries at Penn State, and we'd like split them between 3 people, and we had this ranchero
That's
cheese
weak. You
sauce.
split them between 3 people.
Well,
That's
it's like-
one bucket per person.
hold on.
I ate it before I stepped in the house door.
McDonald's fries are something that has changed lives day in and day out.
That's
like
They
the
used
first,
to make me sick.
Really?
When I was a kid, I used to throw up. I couldn't eat them, and then I.
what did you
was
eat too
like,
many?
I don't know.
And then you jumped in the
Once.
ball
I
pit.
have no idea. Probably. But then I grew to love them.
See, that's something that you as people we get to is you start on a level because maybe, and you know what? I go back to look. Oh, there it is. Look at the massive.
Yeah, I've never
fry.
seen that in my life.
I've never seen that in my life.
Where'd you grow up, Mike? I always
Florida,
forget.
right?
Florida,
Oh,
right.
man,
Yeah.
yeah, Florida.
Oh,
I try and
that's
I
right.
try and
That's right.
glance
That's
over
right.
that now.
Florida's
He
great.
says he's from New York.
Buddy
but he's
Big
from
Lulu's.
Florida.
I'd
I
claim-
grew up in Florida, but I'm from New York.
Yeah.
Is that a bucket of nuggets?
That's a bucket of nugs.
What?
Oh man, the 50 nug buck.
50 nug buck?
This was in Tennessee, but not California too. This
Yeah.
is one of the things I remember.
I will say the nuggets at McDonald's are awful.
Wha-
That's what you get for saying Whataburger's not
Yeah.
good. The nuggets at McDonald's are the
jabbing.
worst nuggets ever.
Had I known this about this, I would have made a whole nugget category for Josh Pretty, and I would have made you eat them all.
Still time.
It's still time. Kaika, we're postponing. We're just doing nugget categories. The nuggets. Let me tell you what the nuggets have done for me in my
Chicken
life.
McDonald's nuggets?
McDonald's chicken McNuggets.
Okay.
There are some times in your life when
Contain.
things are dark. And there is a bright light on a horizon.
Yeah.
And it's 10 McNuggets and McDonald's fries. And you pull into the drive-through. Maybe it's like midnight, 1 a.m. And you think to yourself, what could make this night better? Maybe a girl broke up with you. Maybe you didn't meet anybody. Maybe you thought you were going out that night, and you thought, tonight's the night where I meet the future Mrs. Josh Macuga. But that didn't happen. Because you know what? Barney's Beanery overserved me. Okay? And so I'm walking through the drive-thru because the inside of the restaurant is closed, but they know me there.
So you're walking through the drive.
Of course, I'm not going to drive through. I'm going to get DUI in a McDonald's drive-thru. I'm not an idiot. I mean, that's the most dangerous thing is just keep the restaurant open. When you have drunk people driving through, that's how you... I walk through and like, hey, Josh. I was like, give me the usual. 10 McNuggets, fries. Walk home sobbing into them, but then you taste that first McNugget. Boom. As Ikaika said. And your night is made that much better. You wake up in the morning, you're like, it could have all been bad. It could have been all bad.
Yeah.
But it wasn't.
I like McDonald's nuggets. I do.
Of course you do.
It's a house divided.
It is.
It
Just
is.
like it will be divided today on Josh Birdie, premiering at 2 p.m. We're going to pre-tape it after this show. Because you guys have never competed in an actual trivia contest, correct?
Never.
No.
Right.
I'm competitive though.
We did,
this I know.
I don't know if you know.
We don't have
did-
belts here, Mike. So.
We
Damn
did
it,
I can't hump anything.
a newlywed contest with Rachel
Oh, yeah.
and
Yeah, we did
Okay.
the newlyweds. We're not newlyweds.
we're not
but-
newlyweds.
Yeah. Either am I. I'm not.
We're not wed.
I gotta. Can I get serious for a second?
Yeah,
Sure.
I don't have.
Stay on Ken's camera.
Grace and I are in a happy, wonderful relationship,
Yeah.
right? That only happened because this guy in New York, and around that time we were talking, and I was like, I think Grace wants to move in. He's like, let me tell you something. I didn't want to do this ever. I'm Mike. I'm single. I'm separate. I'm independent. But Shannon and I did, and it was like the best thing in my life. I'm paraphrasing. Remember that conversation? I'm paraphrasing. I'm not like quoting. Remember that conversation?
Yeah.
And I was like, you know what?
Because we
I
had
get it.
We were that was
And that's why I. That's what I
January
did.
of 2019. So we had just been together, moved in. No, yes, about 4 or 5 months. You moved in September of 2018. So it's been about 4 or 5 months we've been together. And I told you, I was like, yeah, I like my single life.
Yeah.
I was still in a relationship with her, but
Well,
I liked having my home. I could go
Independence, home.
Yeah.
Yeah. Own space.
We go to our own little
Careful with
spaces.
Yeah.
What?
The way you word that.
You know, you
Yeah,
know what
my
I meant.
home.
You know what I mean? Yeah.
Right,
Phrasing.
you have
You
your
know.
place, I have my place, and now she wanted to put our places together.
And that was hard
And
for
I
me.
was just like, "Ugh." And
Yeah.
I had moved out here with someone. We lived together. Didn't end well, clearly.
Oh, I was like with a.
No.
You got to kick out your roommate. No, it was a
Yeah,
flame.
One of those ones. Yeah,
Yeah, put that out.
but then it was phenomenal.
Yeah. And
And
you
I
told me
told
that,
it,
and I
yeah.
said, all right, what am I shouldn't be afraid. I
No.
shouldn't be afraid. And now here it is, 2 years later.
Boom.
Look at
This and that, we're good to go.
At that point, I was already married. I was like, Mike, where was my pep talk for? Come on, man. We rode on a plane together. David McKay says, is Josh Birdie an actual trivia contest? No, it's not. It's Josh Birdie, okay? There is trivia questions, and there is trivia-ish questions, okay? It's a Josh Birdie contest is what it is. We've created an actual verbiage here,
Yeah.
okay? It's like the Alamo,
Yes.
right? The Alamo is now a verb.
Yeah.
Because it's like, oh, are you gonna Alamo this? I mean, I'm gonna stick around
like-
until everybody's dead. Right?
It's gonna be the Alamo for you.
It's like me with a bucket of French fries, okay, like 2 in the morning. I'm gonna Alamo this. Everybody's passed out. I'm finishing the damn French fries because everybody knows French fries the next day aren't as good.
No,
you got to
you
get them
can't do it.
straight out
No.
the fryer.
Nope.
no.
Now here's the amazing part. In my hometown, in Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania, we had no restaurants in our town. There was like some law, except for an Outback Steakhouse. So obviously you can't there's no drive-through at an Outback Steakhouse. And that's
Zero restaurants.
zero restaurants. We were
Even
like
fast food.
Fast food or like restaurants?
both.
Nothing.
Both. But on the outskirt of our town was just peppered with restaurants
So
and
it's like a
fast food
circle
places.
surrounding you guys.
Did you
Correct.
live in like an Amish town?
No, it's Pennsylvania. There's like weird township laws that like some townships can't.
Interesting.
Our township only had one liquor license, and it was for like a private club, and then the Outback got the second liquor license.
Jesus.
Anyway, so after like sporting events or whatever, everybody just flocked to a McDonald's, right?
Yeah.
Now, my good buddy started working at the McDonald's simply to just like hook up his buddies. So we would go in the dress. It's like, oh, you guys want some fries and nuggets? Great. 150 McNuggets, like all of the French fries. He got fired after like 3 months, but it was the greatest 3 months of our lives. I mean,
Man.
it was just.
They didn't catch on for 3 months though.
Yeah, well, the manager was also like our buddy.
So
and then
eventually he was like,
corporate
"Yeah, I
came
have
and
to
it was like,
Oh
fucking-"
no.
it was like there's the numbers aren't adding up here. Like you're not selling all these nuggets. You just keep replenishing nuggets.
Waste.
It's like yeah, but it was that good. And so we would sit in that parking lot and just eat as much
So
McDonald's.
you wouldn't
as
get the McNuggets to take off. You'd sit there.
Yeah, of course.
It's like tailgating.
Yes.
at
But
McDonald's.
As most criminals
I would think
know-
if you're stealing stuff, you get out of there.
Everybody working there was a high school student or like just out of high school. You think anybody was ratting on
Nobody
each other?
cared.
I don't know.
Nobody cared.
Everyone was just hitting bongs in the parking lot and then going back into work. It's
Eventually the
Pennsylvania.
jig
There's
was up,
nothing
huh?
to do.
You
Ah, the simple life.
Oh, right.
Oh,
Man.
don't you miss it?
That's the best. And then once we got to college and that McDonald's in college, there was like a line outside, and then people were like scalping the number. They're like, "You want 7? I'm like, oh, well, I'm 23. He's like, $5. I'm like, done. Let's go. And get 7 so I can get in there
They had
earlier.
numbers at McDonald's?
That's how many people were at the McDonald's.
What?
Yes. It was like a deli counter.
This is ridiculous.
Mike's mind is
I know.
blowing.
I come
You
from an
see
area
it
where there's
blowing?
McDonald's in every corner.
Yeah.
I lived in, like, what was it? Wally, where everyone was just huge. That was Florida.
That's Texas,
Shuffling
too.
around and shit, to
Yeah.
a different fast food place, 5 different fast foods on different corners.
Yeah.
Where are we going today?
Yeah.
That's where I'm from.
Florida.
Did they complete sentences?
No.
Never.
Nuggets, fries.
Well, that's kind of how I was at
Yeah.
points. I want to give a shout out to our buddy Will Nicholas, who reached out to me on Instagram. He's been doing this weight loss challenge, which last night was definitely a cheat night for me with the anniversary.
Are you on this challenge too?
I am. Ken, me, and Ikaika.
What's the challenge?
So for the last 3 months, we've been trying to lose weight.
Yeah.
Right? I'm down 15 pounds, which isn't great, over 2 months.
Not great.
That's
It's okay.
amazing.
It's fine.
Stop
I
it.
wanted to be
huge.
down like 20 at this point, but, well, fighting my way through it.
The last 5 are the hardest.
Ikaika's down like 17.
Wow.
And
ridiculous.
Ken is down 0.8.
I've hit the same weight 3 months in a row.
It
You're
started
consistent.
217.8, 217.8 a month later, and then this month 217.0.
I'm in the gym every day and in the kitchen every day.
yeah.
Good. Hey.
It's called balance, Ken.
Thank you.
He's Ken is so zen.
You're a good man.
That's your podcast.
Ken is Zen.
Ken is zen.
I already have 11. So before I add a 12th to dilute my audience.
You got to top Roca.
Yeah, I'm trying
There you
to.
go.
Roka's at 15 now.
I think so.
I'm gonna get there. I'm gonna get there. I feel you, John.
Let's
I
just
feel
round it up to 20 and see what
I feel
happens.
you.
Just
I
get
feel
there.
you.
Do you guys do a podcast together?
John and I?
Yeah.
No. You imagine that him and I,
Yeah, I know.
our levels, we come
Tete
on
a
now.
tete, yeah.
Jeez.
What about you two? You ever consider
Ooh.
that?
Us two?
It's dangerous because you don't want to be the
Well, here's the
overly
thing.
cute couple that thinks you're cuter than they are on a
Exactly.
podcast. That's a
Exactly.
danger. It's a
That's-
danger.
That's
See,
Amanda and I.
So she'll
no.
film me doing stuff or something like that.
Yeah.
And everyone's like, you guys got to do a podcast. I'd watch the hell out of that. And I was like, you say that.
You don't watch a podcast, by the way.
You say, well,
I mean,
you
you
know.
can.
You know what I mean.
You guys could rent out the studio if you wanted to.
But I don't know. Well, I always say, I say this. I say, you know what? If it wasn't for Shannon and her career, we could move to a different state with a huge
boo.
house.
Wait, what?
Shannon
now?
did have to take off work today to be here on this show.
Yeah, so
and
if it
on
wasn't
Josh
for
Beat.
Shannon's
so
job-
thank
Wait
you,
a minute.
Shannon.
You're in the medical field. You're a nurse, right?
I am.
Okay.
Whoa.
So is there people currently in a waiting room just waiting?
No.
Are they waiting for your services?
I don't know what they're doing.
This is. I feel bad.
Don't feel bad.
Yeah.
I'm not that kind of nurse.
I know.
What kind of nurse are you?
I'm a drug dealer nurse.
Oh, cool.
I deal drugs.
That's awesome.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's great. It's easy.
Safely done.
safely
if done.
done.
If done safely.
Good,
Hey, you want to go
good
down
for
to
the
Nurse
community.
Shannon? Nurse Shannon's got the pills you need.
Hey,
Let's
I'm
go
the
down.
candy man.
Your Shannon's got my hot dose.
Don't say hot dose. That's not.
That's not
Isn't
good.
that the-
That's
is
not
that
a
the
good
term?
thing.
That's
no,
how you overdose
That's
on
how you
heroin.
overdose. Yeah, it's a hot. You
What movie's that from that I keep using that term, though? She had
Gave him a hot dose.
Casino.
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 Oh!
Yeah! Casino!
She's walking down the hallway and then she dies.
She gave me a hot
Dark.
dose.
Yeah, we don't say
Casino.
hot dose in my neck.
That's where I get it
We're
from.
not.
Boom. Guys, Friday. It's Friday. We are 298 backers. 24,902. Let's get. No, wait. 24,910.
There you go.
298 backers. Let's get to over 25 today. I don't want to keep the Kalinowskis here all day. The Kalinowski Barney clan. I didn't want to
That's all right.
assume.
That's okay.
I mean, we just figure there's so much love in this room right now.
Yeah, buddy.
There's
Listen.
a lot of love here.
We're both ministers. We got a witness.
Are you?
Yeah, licensed ministers.
I officiated his wedding.
Correct.
That's right.
Oh,
I knew that.
Ken officiated mine.
And Matt Keats. Happy birthday, Matt Keats. Your birthday today.
And
my
happy
old
birthday,
buddy.
Christian Harloff.
Hey,
That's right. It's
Christian
right.
Harloff.
It's Harloff.
Yes.
Oh, happy birthday, Christian.
So I have to drive over to Christian's house today to pick up pork because they got so much butcher box, and I need to make a sauce this weekend.
Oh, butcher
I need to
box.
make a little spaghetti sauce, and I'm never turning down free pork.
Absolutely not.
Come on.
He's giving you the butcher box?
He's given me some of the butcher box.
Nice.
Yeah. And Mark has been begging me, Ellis has been begging me to come over and take more butcher box stuff. Listen, anybody throwing meat my way, that came out
That
There we go.
right.
Came out
Meat
right.
for cooking. Right, Ken? Hit that Kickstarter. 2 away. Let's get to 25K. We can chug a beer or something. We got it like an open
I'll
Miller
chug a
Lite in
beer
there
with
from
you
last
if you guys
weekend.
get it up there.
Shannon will chug a beer at 9:43.
Of course she will.
Let's go. She's a nurse.
I know.
Nurses chug beers.
We do a lot of things to
Yeah,
cope.
that's true. So I used to work conventions. I used to do corporate hosting for conventions, mostly for the American Heart Association.
Uh-huh.
And a lot of those conventions were nurses conventions or like, obviously medical field, whatever. And we did, we're up to 24,930. Come on, let's go. And
I need my morning beer, people. Let's do this.
the nurses conventions were the best because, I was single at the time. They were very flirty, which I very much appreciated. And everybody was hilarious, right? So I would run this like a CPR thing, and then I would have to do like actual American Heart Association events and do whatever. And so you had a dummy, and then everybody's competing to be the best at CPR, right? And so you'd have like 3 nurses from like Wichita, or like 3 nurses from it was a lot of the Middle America, but coast too. And this nurse came up to me. She's like, "What's the who does the best?" And I was like, "There's a team of 3 from California." She's like, "California, let's go." And she won like 3 straight years. She came back. She's like, "You remember me?" I was like, "Of course I remember you. You told me to go find myself." And then you won a CPR contest. Woman was incredible. To this day, she follows me on Instagram. We're buddies.
Nice.
Yes.
That's awesome.
Nurses, come on. And nursing is really tough. Like nursing, not enough credit given to nurses at all. You guys do a hard effing job. Every nurse I know is like so positive all the time. You guys are in the hospital. It's not an easy job.
No, it's not.
How do you do
Not
it?
these days. Well, I do it because I don't work in a hospital. That's the first thing I did.
Did you
right,
ever
is
work in a hospital?
No, but I
Okay.
worked in assisted living. So I worked with Alzheimer's and
tough.
dementia patients,
really tough.
and that was kind of my
Okay.
my thing. And then I didn't have to work for a while, which was great. And then when I decided to go back to work, I switched over to addiction and recovery, which is a whole different ball game. But
That's very, very important and tough because, listen, growing up in Pennsylvania, we're in like now that heroin belt from Pennsylvania to Ohio and Indiana and like down into West Virginia. And, my an aunt transferred over to that kind of situation because it's so bad. And there's not enough people that can take it day in and day out. I'm sure it has taken a toll on
and
you
in this
mentally.
area, it's gotten so bad. It's gotten so bad with
Really?
like fentanyl lace, like
Well, yeah.
it's been wrecking lives everywhere, like North Hollywood, Burbank, everywhere around here. And it's just this epidemic is awful. But that's not what we're here to talk about.
No,
this
no.
is the
But
positivity
what you're doing is
report.
positive work.
Thank you.
And it's amazing. And listen, what?
But
We
Mike-
did it! Hey! 300 backers! Oh, positivity! Mike, do you want a beer?
Why not?
Oh, Mike's gonna have a beer. Mike's having morning beer. I could die today, and I would die so happy.
Morning beer, Mike. I didn't
Oh
take
my
you.
gosh.
Oh,
I didn't take you for a morning beer, man, Mike.
oh my
Do you want the
goodness.
shock top or this one from Amsterdam?
I'll take a shock top.
Shock top.
Which one's gonna be easier? I have to chug this with
one.
you.
No, we don't have to chug it. We'll just enjoy
Okay.
it. Okay. You want beer? No.
Is this twisty top? It is.
Well,
Shock top,
with your Texas background, you could have just ripped that off, and I would have believed you.
Probably. When I was in St. Thomas, we didn't have a bottle opener.
Yeah.
So we just have to like
ring.
pop
Oh.
them this way.
Yeah.
And by the end of the day, like my side of my hand was just bloody. I was like,
You
what?
do what? You pop like this?
Yeah. If you don't have a bottle, if you put it on like the.
Yo,
corner, I'm not
yeah.
gonna
Oh,
do
like
here.
that.
Yeah. Yeah.
I used to do it on my
this is
jeans, on the
cold.
bottom of my jeans,
Oh.
and then all my jeans had holes at the bottom from college, like just
What's the
opening,
matter with all you people?
just like that. So
Oh
you
yeah.
don't hurt
Oh
your
yeah.
hands,
Yeah.
And then you get
Drink
holes in your
tea
jeans.
like I do.
You gotta get it done, man.
Thank you all, man. I just like sprinted out there. I got so excited. Weight loss challenge, 301 2560. Come
There it
on,
goes.
Nice.
let's go. Let's hit that backer report real quick. Let you guys know.
Is this your guys' first Kickstarter for anything
Yes.
Wow.
So I thought of this game. Ken confirmed that it was a decent idea. I needed his validation. Mark, Kaika, Ken, and I have worked on this whole thing. Once we hit the $30,000 goal, I go into a hole to write a whole ton of stuff because it's basically like a raunchy card game meets a
Yeah.
classic board game.
Hey.
Futility, the actual game of living. So instead of like
is
the
life.
game of life,
Yeah, it's
which is
futility.
it's futility.
Every
So
day
it's
we
like,
wake up and
you
it's
know,
like, Jesus, this is life.
we did it. Cheers.
Cheers.
Look what you guys have done.
Hey.
Look what you have wrought.
Top of the
Ken,
morning to you.
congratulations.
There
Ikaika,
you go.
congratulations.
Big number.
Sebastian, Aldo, and Bruno down in Uruguay who are helping run our Kickstarter.
Uruguay.
They built it. They're the best. It's the best. Thank you all so much. Makes me very happy. Anna Jenkins, Gregory Jensen, Travis Gilbert, Steve Puffenberger. That's a hell of a last name. Faraz S., Ray Wise, Yoni Ben Oni, Josh Fugate. These sound like, are these Sopranos characters in the episode? And again, our buddy Jake Baldino, who made a big one yesterday, who's buying his whole family Futility of the Game for Christmas in April. Everybody knows that's his holiday.
Hey.
This is the coldest beer of all time.
The
Holy
Orthodox
It's delicious.
Christmas in April.
I forget how good shock tops are. It's like that nice fruity post golf beer.
You could throw this in like either this or like a Blue Moon.
Yeah.
Into your mimosa. And have a man-mosa. Have you guys ever had a
I've
man-mosa?
had a man-mosa. I know, yeah.
Jesus.
Explain that.
Jesus.
Barney's Beanery.
So it's does Barney's Beanery have them? Okay, I'd only heard
I
of
put it
down
on the
in San
menu back in
Diego.
West Hollywood back in the day during a Penn State game.
Nice.
Yeah.
So basically, it's a mimosa, champagne, orange juice, and then you throw a little. Well, this is a Belgian white, but you would typically throw like a wheat beer in there.
Blue
and
Moon,
it's
yeah, good call.
so good,
My God.
so
Yes.
good. I think you could get away with a shock top.
I think
though.
you could
You
put a
totally
couple
could.
oranges in it.
Yep.
No big deal. We used to make this thing called.
good.
It was called the Lunchbox, and it was like a tailgate drink, and it was a shot of vodka, half a like a fruity beer like this, orange juice topped with champagne, and you'd have like a couple of those, and then you'd get kicked out of the football game. You're like, I don't know how this happened. Okay, I started drinking at 6:30. The game's at 12:15.
Where'd you go to school?
Penn State.
Oh God, I could see that.
Yeah, it
Are
was-
you kidding me?
Yeah, it was a lot.
Jesus.
This is a tailgate. It was.
That's like me and Harloff of FSU.
I know.
Jeez.
Yeah. Well, we were so bad when I was there. I was there from 2000, 2005. We went to one bowl game. And this was from like the storied program that the year before I got to college, we were undefeated until like Minnesota beat us. We were
Oh,
really,
see.
really good. And then we stunk.
Yeah, I was at Florida State when we were like the top of the world.
Yes.
#1 party school in Playboy's magazine. Oh yeah, it was awesome.
Yeah.
Different times now. Different times.
Shannon's like, was it, Mike?
Was it?
Cool,
How
tell me
awesome
more.
was it?
How
Oh, yeah.
awesome
Oh, yeah.
2 of my 5
I
years.
got all my homework done.
We
Stayed
may
in my
not-
dorm.
We may not have been good in football, but Playboy did rank us #1 party school my junior and senior year. And I would like to think I had something to do with that.
You should.
Yeah.
Nice.
If you're drinking mimosas.
I mean, come on. I was telling Ken about the shot luge and what it looks like. Was I telling you about that? Who was
Nah,
I
I
telling
would have
about that?
prayed for your soul if you told me that.
I forget who I was telling, but like how at parties we would have like shot luges every now for like the nice parties, and like parents' weekend we'd have a shot luge. Yeah, fancy parties.
Shot luge?
Yeah.
Did you guys ever have like the shot ski?
Oh, of course.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Shot ski?
Shot ski.
So a shot luge is a giant ice block,
Oh, yeah, yeah.
you know?
Yeah.
And then you drill the holes and everything like that. And then, people would just pour like apple pucker. So we
Yeah.
weren't getting too blacked out. And then at the end of the night, they're like, pour the bourbon in it. And then you'd ride the ice block down the front yard like a sled. And then you have to pick it up. And then all of a sudden, like we'd be screaming in the front yard, it'd be 3 a.m. And then the president would come down and just take a sledgehammer. He's like, that's enough! Crack! And then break the ice. And then it would take about 3 to 4 years to melt out of the front yard because it's so cold in Pennsylvania.
Oh my gosh.
And that's college.
That's a lot of work for college. That is actually impressive that you guys had an ice luge. Like
Yeah.
that's
I was head of ice luge. Well, I was the social chair, so which meant, which de facto was ice luge. I had a drill and everything. Like, don't worry, Macuga will do the
So
ice
what, you
luge.
just got the block of ice and you drill the
Yes.
luges in it?
Yeah.
Oh, Jesus.
Yeah, and I'd be in
In
the
Pennsylvania.
in Pennsylvania.
It's freezing.
It's cold. Yeah. I mean, listen, were we the most responsible college kids? No, we were idiots, and
that's how it should be. That's your time to be an idiot.
Here's the thing.
Yeah.
Ben and my brother went to Penn State as well. His wife went to USC. Okay. When they first started, we were engaged, I think, when we went to our first USC game.
Okay.
And we went on campus. It was a Saturday morning. It was 85 degrees. It was sunny out. And Ben is like, if we went to school here, we would not have graduated. Because guess what? It rains or it's windy or it's freezing pretty much the entire time you're at Penn State. Like the first month and a half, it's like decent.
Yeah.
Right? And then from the end of October until end of April, it's either it's so cold there in the wintertime that there's heating vents under the sidewalk to melt the snow.
That
So
sounds
you
awesome.
can walk
though.
to class.
That sounds awesome, though.
But
I loved. Yeah.
what is forged in that freezing is creative drinking parties.
Absolutely.
Right? And that's where you get it from.
Yeah, buddy.
Ikaika the Hawaiian hunk, Prince
We
of the
never
Islands,
had
the
cold
hunk,
days at my school.
right? Yeah, he went to Hawaii.
Wow.
Oh, nice.
That's the
That's
other
why we
side.
call
of
him
the
the Hawaiian
spectrum.
hunk.
The Hawaiian hunk?
Yeah, look at him. He's down 16, 17 pounds.
I
He's
see you
hunking
over
it
there.
up.
I see you over there.
Look, he had to get a belt for his pants. He's crushing it. Ken has not had to get a belt. Ken has kept the same belt.
No, look, right before this, remember, I lost 12 pounds right before this.
I'm messing with
I
you.
lost 12
Yes,
pounds.
yes,
So
yes, yes.
I'm happy. I can't get over the hump. Went to Don Cuco's 2 days ago. What do you want from me?
I can't either, Ken. Sometimes you just gotta
Yeah.
Have a
be content with what you're working with
Have
and
a
then
morning
just flaunt
beer.
it, you know?
Yeah, I look at my dad. I'm like, there's a frame I'm built for. That, you know.
I complain to my mom all the time and she's like, Shannon,
Yeah.
look at me. Look at your Nana. Look at everyone on this side of the. She's like, we're not little people. Like we're small, but we're not little
Small but
people.
mighty.
And I'm like, Mom, don't. Why did you do that? Why did you do that to me then?
I'm a cart puller.
I didn't ask for that, but okay.
Growing up, I had like I have trouble fitting. Ken knows this. I have trouble fitting jeans. It's not around my waist. It's around my fat legs because I was born with like powerful Italian thighs.
Hey, good for you.
Powerful Italian thighs.
That's my superhero name,
Powerful Italian thighs.
Mr. Powerful Thighs. Ken's Mr. Handsome. That's his super.
Yeah, we gotta
that's
talk
his
about that.
superhero.
We gotta talk about that picture.
What the Mr. You don't like it?
No.
What?
What
Dude, I
picture?
think you look amazing. No.
What picture?
We have some art for this box, and it's always a challenge when
For the game box?
Sebastian's
yeah,
gonna
when
be
someone
difficult.
draws a picture of you that's like a cartoony version.
Yeah.
Like the Josh one, I'm like, that's great. Josh is like, I don't know, there's a part of it, and they sent me one. I was like, I do not look that ugly.
Was it a
Stop
caricature
Dude,
of you
you're
guys?
handsome
Then
as
it's
shit.
meant to be like that.
Kaika,
Like,
you have that email, right?
It's a stretched out face.
Let me look.
no,
I
it's
look
not.
like Abe
It's a
Lincoln's
caricature.
cover Doug, cousin Doug. Like,
I'd like to see a caricature of you.
Okay,
Barney.
Mr.
I think I can
Handsome.
get some.
I have one. A Schmoedown.
Oh,
fan.
the Schmoedown one.
That one.
Oh,
is,
God.
woo!
You guys, I think that looks amazing.
Are you kidding me? That's phenomenal.
That
See?
looks awesome.
It's you, but it's a caricature of you.
but
Yeah.
characters have
you
a
look
way
like a
of
villain.
highlighting the thing you hate most about your
Sure.
face.
Which is
Absolutely.
what? Your perfect
I
length?
have a
You're
square
Mr.
face
Handsome.
like my dad, but on wrong angles, I have my mom's long face, and the combination is hideous. So
we just squish you down a little bit.
Who did that? Those are phenomenal.
This is the guy that's
Oh,
doing
very
all
talented.
of
Where's
the
yours?
drawing.
Where's yours?
Ikaika, can you pull up
Come
mine?
on, I gotta see yours.
I don't have the email.
Oh.
So this is Ken. Can you pull up mine? Because we pulled it up on a program. I will forward you this email.
Oh my gosh.
This is hot
That
Ken.
guy's fantastic.
Yeah, he's amazing.
Those aren't like
Bruno.
goofy ones where like your nose looks like a balloon. It's like oh.
Right.
That's the sound that goes along with it when I see
It's like
bad caricatures.
All right, image. I'll
Whoever
send
did
it.
your Schmoedown one thing. That's oof.
Well, we've had some people draw me. I've had people draw me in my life. Some are great. Some I don't know.
What an
you
honor
see
that
in me.
someone would draw you.
Yeah.
I
Like,
know.
I've had 2 people in my entire life draw me, and one of them I was like, "Oh."
And one was me. I drew her like my French girls.
He did.
Yes.
He did. One of them was Mike, and it's hanging up in our bedroom.
Oh, hot.
It's not.
I think I'm hanging up in a famous human's house
Are
because I used to pose Newt at Newt.
Dude.
Well,
Yep.
Morning beers. I used to pose nude at an art school in New York
Are you
for money.
Are you kidding me?
No.
Are you kidding me?
No, I didn't. I was
You're
so
dead
broke in New York. I had
Your stories at college of what you were broke and doing for money were probably the stuff of a book. I could so see you doing that, posing nude too,
Yeah.
yeah, they're probably that
and not
of a-
wanting to take it seriously either. You were probably like,
Well, I was also about 35 pounds lighter than I am right now. 'cause
how
I
many
was so
girls
broke
did
as-
you meet? A lot of people, women through that, or no? I bet you did. I bet you did. Jesus.
Yes, I did. One of them is pretty famous. I don't want to say. I may have
Oh.
said this on the air before, but I was an extra in a movie that she was in New York, and she saw me and she was like, "Hey,
You
I was
think
like,
that's my class?
what's going on?"
Oh
Yeah.
no.
Yeah. And so she has. Yeah.
Or oh yeah.
Yeah. No, I
yeah.
think she was married. Mermouth Houts chimes in with the super chat. Ken, you're a beautiful hunk of a man. I agree.
See, I concur.
Agree.
All right.
Agreed.
Mr. Handsome
Yeah.
is his superpower.
All right.
I think it's a great picture.
You
of
have to
you.
Take the
accept praise.
compliment,
You have to
Ken.
accept praise.
I missed the
Look at
super
those
chat.
Not
beards,
stand in front
too.
of a mirror, punching your stomach, crying, going, why?
I think it's a little too long.
It's long. Thank you. It's a long face.
It's a little long.
It's a long
I think
face.
I look
Oh,
great.
those are great.
Yeah. Maybe we
But
just
they're supposed to be
Squish me.
like that. Like
Yeah.
I get
a
it.
little.
But like Josh's looks great.
Aw.
That's
'Cause-
Josh and Rosie.
Yeah, we're both the same person. Because here's the thing: if you go to the $500 level on the Kickstarter,
Yeah.
you get your image drawn on the box forever. So we have,
Woo!
yeah,
Oh,
they're open
wow.
now.
And they're gonna
We
be
can-
like that.
like that.
Oh, that's fantastic.
Yeah.
That's really cool.
Thank you. Yeah, we're
You
excited.
got your
about it.
smile there, buddy. He nailed your smile.
They sure did.
It's hard to nail Josh's smile. It's been a challenge.
Butterflies, yeah. Jersey Girl
Butterflies.
Lori pumps in with a super chat. Thank you, Jersey Girl Lori. Great to see you. You're amazing. When is the shipping paid for? Question mark. At the end of the campaign or in May when the game is actually sent out? Is there a way any of us U.S. GPers can assist our across the pond GPers with shipping? I will let you know. We're dealing with a third party logistics firm to make sure that we can make all of this happen. And yes, yes, 100%. We'll do anything we can to facilitate making this easy on everybody. That's my goal in life. Put smiles on faces and make things easy. My wife would probably disagree because I don't make things easy all of the time. I try to, but sometimes I'm just difficult. But it's very rare.
Difficult, lemon difficult.
Difficult, lemon difficult.
You know what you are? You're difficult. You're difficult.
I mean, Ken knows. Sometimes I'm just difficult. Well, I don't know what I do.
I know people like that.
Yeah.
Yeah? Do you?
Me.
I know a few.
Start naming
Am I
names.
difficult?
No.
You are.
No.
Difficile. Yes.
Are you? Well,
Do you speak
yeah.
what language?
No.
Is that Italian?
I
No, she
think
doesn't
I think
speak
it
any
was
other language.
I hope it was Spanish. I'm sorry.
She doesn't speak any language.
No.
I speak
But
American.
You're probably like me.
What?
Grace will tell you I'm difficult, but I feel I'm the simplest man sitting on a couch playing
Mike,
video
Kenny
games.
no
ever.
buttons.
and that's when you think you're
I
that
am-
simple. No, when you think you're that simple,
Whoa,
you're not. You're not. Mike is the most high maintenance, low maintenance person I've ever known in my life.
That doesn't even make any sense. I am so low maintenance, guys. I don't need anything. I don't need a damn thing.
I'd love to hear more of
That's
this.
low maintenance.
I almost want to call Grace over. She's
Yeah.
at her Pilates class. She'll come over. She'll side with you. You have a witch
Yeah.
shirt on. She'll definitely side with you.
Yeah.
We've only got a few minutes left on the show, but I know where you're going. Shannon, I would like you to maybe expand upon his high maintenance, low maintenance.
Yeah, let's
situation.
hear this. I would like to hear this.
Okay, so it's weird. It's a conundrum,
Yeah.
if you will. It's
Bit of a quagmire
he,
of a
a
situation.
bit of a quagmire. So Mike doesn't need a lot, right? He doesn't in the material world, he doesn't need a lot.
Look at that hair.
He has a very simple wardrobe that looks good on him that he can wear all the time. He doesn't need to change that
Jeans
up
and a
and go
t-shirt.
crazy.
Me too. Born in a t-shirt,
His
I'll die in a
food taste
t-shirt.
is very white.
His food taste is very white.
White, very very standard diet. Like he doesn't
Meaning
need
I need chicken, rice,
d-
and some broccoli. Maybe a steak every now and then. I'm good.
low maintenance, right? That's great. I like a little spice. I like a little seasoning. So I have to work harder for our food than he does. So he's low maintenance in that respect.
Right.
But
right.
the things that Mike needs here and here are very high maintenance. Are very high maintenance.
What?
This is
Yeah.
great.
Yeah.
This is a
Well, what are
category
they?
on
I need
Josh
here
Weir.
and here.
You are well. I don't want to air your laundry
Air it
here.
here.
That's great. That's
These
great.
guys.
It's
I
a
respect that.
it's a he is emotionally high maintenance.
Okay.
Well, that's good. I think we all should be a little emotionally high maintenance.
Am I though?
Yeah.
Is this the teaser for your podcast?
Yeah, emotionally high maintenance.
You're emotionally high
Am I?
maintenance. Oh yeah.
I disagree 100%, man.
This
Yeah.
car ride home is gonna
Very,
be awesome.
very
Toughest
moody.
6 minutes 42
I'm
seconds.
moody,
ever.
but that has nothing to do with need.
Oh, yeah, yeah.
I'm moody. Sure, I'm moody.
Are
But
you a curmudge too, like me, David Harbour? Like?
Absolutely.
oh, I'm becoming. You've
Yeah.
seen Gran
Super
Torino,
command.
haven't you?
Oh yeah,
That's me.
I say that's me. Except for when I die, I'm not going to give you a car.
That's me.
Yeah.
I see stuff on the internet nowadays. I'm like, you ever think about this guy? So we're all.
Here we
I'm
go.
probably older than. You and I are the same age.
Yeah.
A little older than you, Josh. Like, do you ever see stuff on the internet? You're like, what the hell are these? What are they doing? How is this? Like, and then you're like, what was it 20 years ago? Like, I see this new thing with the girls on TikTok where they're like, I got a cute face, tiny waist, and a big bum.
Yeah.
And they're all doing the same thing.
He is Clint Eastwood. He's
What
Clint Eastwood.
is that?
Yeah.
You're just mocking someone else. You're not even doing anything. I got a cute face, tiny waist, and a big bum.
I'm not gonna lie though; those videos are very distracting, and I maybe watched like 20 of them last night. And I was
But what
like,
is
"What are
it?
you
And now your
doing?"
algorithm's all messed
This is
up.
the same relationship.
What is
Every
it?
night I hear 300 TikToks on Grace's phone while I'm over
God.
here. Like, the kids. Yeah, I look at
the
Twitter and I do
worst.
this. I'm like, stop sharing that. Don't
So
say
what?
that.
So then,
What
my
are you
question
doing?
to you guys is: 20 years ago, when we were their age, what were we doing, or what involved with? Where older people were like, "What the hell are these kids doing?" Because I'm like,
Friendsters?
maybe our clothes,
Puka
Man,
show.
most-
maybe our clothes that we were wearing.
I sir have never worn puka shells
I
in
don't
my
know
life.
what we were doing 20 years ago.
We were TPing houses, egging
Eggs.
houses.
Yeah. Look, yeah, it's
we
true.
were running
It's-
around doing our own. set of
Holy
dumb
God!
shit.
I'm just like,
Every generation throws a hero at the pop charts, Paul Simon, right? Every generation has that, and the Gen Zers are going to learn it too. They're going to be replaced, and there's no feeling like the generation behind you telling you you're useless. There's no feeling that makes you just go, huh?
but I've jumped into mine already. I'm 20 years too early for old man, but I'm like, it's
yeah.
what I am, and I don't care.
Yeah.
But the thing is, now young people have a platform to share that stuff virally.
Yes.
Whereas when we did dumb stuff, our little clique would go do dumb
Hilarious.
stuff.
There's
Senior
stuff of me.
pranks,
Did you see
dumb things
Macuga?
like that. But
Yeah,
now,
could you
like,
imagine? Like if social media was when we were kids.
No way.
I'd
No way.
be
we'd all be in jail.
Yes.
done.
Oh,
Yeah.
well, yeah.
I did some things in college.
Oh.
Like I can never run for president ever if
No.
these things came out. Luckily, there was no thing as digital photography
Yeah.
because there's a couple print pictures of me out there of certain things I did in college. Holy God.
Yeah, it's bad.
Holy
Mike,
God.
We didn't know any better. We're idiots.
No.
I
One
live
of
in
my best-
I
Pennsylvania.
did know better, and I still did it.
Yeah.
That's the
One
thing.
one of my best friends in junior high for Halloween went as Daryl Strawberry.
Oh.
He's white. Daryl's white.
Oh God.
It's bad. It's bad.
That was his favorite baseball player.
that was almost worse
And
than-
at
that's
12,
worse
he's
than what
like,
I
"This
did.
is what I want." Yep.
Yeah.
That's worse
Yep.
than what I did.
And our parents didn't know. They're like, oh yeah, just put it in
His
blackface.
mom put him in it.
Yeah. Because they didn't know. They're like, we
His
wanted you to
mom's
look
like,
authentic.
Oh yeah, here's.
That's not
Yeah,
right.
different
Times have changed
Yeah.
for the better, but Mike and I will be
Yes.
on the grumpy hill.
Yeah. Oh God.
I
yeah.
feel like I buried it. I wanted to get to Will Nicholas Instagram. We were talking about the weight loss challenge. Will Nicholas has lost 33 pounds since the beginning of the weight loss challenge, and our buddy Big Lou is down 100 pounds since March.
Wow.
He's gonna
So-
lose that moniker.
Yeah, I know. That's what he's saying. He's
Lou
going to be
Lou.
medium
He's
Lou.
gonna be-
Yeah, he always
Medium
says
low.
Big's personality. He always says,
Yeah.
he says
All right,
no,
hey.
the brand still exists.
Okay.
Mike and Ken, I have more words blocked on Twitter than I have people I follow. I'm right there with you.
Oh,
the,
God,
blo-
that's the
the,
best.
the blocked, the muted words, anything Star Wars, anything Game of Thrones, because I love them too much. I don't want to hear it. Yeah, it's been a godsend. Mike.
You're better than I am. You tune it out. I go in.
Yeah,
You
no, I
you
know.
me.
But,
Everyone,
but this
yeah, I know you
past
do,
this
Mike.
past year and a half, I just put down the phone.
I can't.
I just put down
I
the
need
phone.
to. I need to, but I can't. I can't. I got to respond. I shout it out to the ether. I know they're not gonna listen.
I don't. I just look at my.
I hate it.
I have a very the
Just,
ability
I don't
to
think
shrug.
anyone doesn't like you on the internet. I think everyone likes you.
I
Even the
think-
people that don't like your opinions, they like you.
I never really had an opinion.
Yeah, but there's never really.
Might
they
be.
don't really go against
See?
you.
Stay in
Me?
that lane. Stay in that lane.
Yeah, stay in that lane.
The only opinion I have is that, like, you know, I'm not a big Halloween fan because I'm scared of everything. Right? That's
right.
like my
but people
only
love that.
opinion.
Like, but we love it with Josh at Halloween. Ha ha ha.
Send him through a scary maze.
Yeah.
Do it.
Great. Here we go.
Yeah.
And I also like the Bad Boys franchise way more than I like anything else. I think that's my strongest opinion. When people come at me, those movies are trash. I'm like, that's your opinion. My opinion just so happens to be it's the greatest movie franchise ever. I'm not going to fight with you about it, but I also think have a great day because we rarely get a lot of bad comments in here. But one time it was like during a Josh Brady, we had former Wildberry, Elliot Dewberry, and his buddy Ricky Haberg, who do Internet Today together, right? And it just said like, ugh, Josh Macuga, he's nauseating, right? So I responded like, what makes me nauseating? I would like to know. So if I need to improve my personality for you,
Yeah.
because I'm a people pleaser, and it's to a fault. And I never got a response back. And you know what I think all the time? How am I nauseating?
Dude,
What is it?
that's the thing. Maybe that's why I'm high maintenance because I'm like you. I have to have people. Everyone has to like me. Even if I don't like you, you have to like me.
Correct.
And I need to know why.
It's George Costanza.
Why is that?
Yeah,
Why? I'll never meet these people.
I know.
Ever.
but maybe
I have
you
to
will.
I'm upset if I like. Why don't they like me?
Maybe you do. For instance, I was at a Comic-Con. This guy's like, "Hey, you blocked me on Twitter. Could you unblock me?" And I was like, "Is there? I never block people. I
But he had
blocked
the-
like
but he had
3
the
total
balls to come
people."
up
Why
to
would
Someone ask
someone
you
ask
that.
you to do that?
But he's got the balls. I appreciate that.
So what? You're gonna be friends with me now, but you're gonna like personally insult me on the?
But did he go? Yeah, man. I said something.
Yeah.
I was rude at the time. I apologize.
Yes.
Would you unblock him? I would.
Would you?
Yes.
I just don't know social media. I'm just like, yeah, sorry, dude.
Because I've blocked a couple people like in haste, like they pile onto something like, all right, not having time for this.
Right.
And they like, so someone said, hey, Kalinowski blocked me. Can someone talk to me about it? I'm like, oh, did he just get caught up in the maelstrom of Mike one day?
Yeah. The Maelstrom of
Maelstrom of
Mike.
Mike.
Another good podcast name. We've got 3 podcasts. The 4th one is The Alamo is Small, and it's just like facts about the Alamo at actual height. It's only 3 episodes, but I,
I think the
it'll
name
do
of that
well.
one should just be "That was it."
That
was it?
That was it.
That was it.
It's
That
kind
was
of
it.
like Sex with Me in the 90s. All right. That's how we go into let's do some videos that make me smile. Ikaika, hit that fun graphic. It's not me drawn, I promise. And morning beers. Tell you
And
what.
morning beers.
Tastes like college. Yeah. Well, we hit 25K, buddy, and over 300 backers. Boom. All right, watch this. You got to turn up the volume on this one. All right. Our friend. This girl is so. Jabberbees. So our friend Jill, Jill, and from Molly and Damon's The Happy Hour Show. You guys have been on that with Jill and
Yeah.
Molly. She sent me this.
Oh no, we haven't done on Happy Hour.
With Jill and Molly? Yeah.
We did like a ladies' night thing.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because it's ladies' night.
And the feelings right.
Oh, what a night.
You really cut off like half the lyrics there, buddy.
Did I?
Yeah.
Did I go from the first to the last?
Yeah.
Oh, that's a whole
Oh,
other
that's
thing.
a
with
Mike
me.
Kalinowski
Voulez-vous
specialty.
coucher? It's over. That's a Mike Kalinowski
That's a
special.
I
problem.
make up my own lyrics, buddy boy.
All right,
Oh,
we
I
got
have-
one more, Ikaika?
Yep.
All right. Hit it. This is me at a dog park. This is Ken and me.
Yeah.
I want to be that basset hound. Like everybody's running around sprinting. Like, so let me take a nap. This is exhausting. Like that poor basset
Look at
hound.
him,
is, like,
legs all sprawled
I
out.
know.
He doesn't give a crap. Look
No.
at
Yeah.
That'd be Cadence.
living
Yep.
the dream.
Rub it
Is
is-
that your dog's name? Cadence?
Rubbing his wing
kind of
on
dog
the
is it?
grass.
Boston Terrier. She cute. She real cute.
photos
She's
are
pain
great.
in the ass.
Yeah. High
She's
maintenance.
almost.
High
She's
maintenance.
13 years old.
Oh,
of course, she's
how-
high maintenance. She's old.
Yeah.
Geriatric
You when you
dog.
get older, you'd be
Too
like this guy,
old.
low maintenance. See?
Old dog, new tricks. I think that's the problem.
That's
That's
it.
where we break.
Oh, he's so cute.
Ladies and gentlemen, this has been a blast. Shannon, Mike, thanks for being here.
Thanks for having us.
on this
Yeah,
program.
thank you.
Listen, if you're watching this, you know right after this we're going to pre-tape a Josh Birdie, and it's going to go live on the channel at 2 p.m.
Oh, boy.
First time you've seen Mike and Shannon compete in a trivia contest, and when I say trivia, I mean trivia. Okay, you guys will see. You only get 2 answers. It's easy. It's an either-or question every
All
single
right.
time. So, what is that? Don't do that. Why? Because it's October 1st?
Yep.
No, we're not doing that. We're not doing that.
Face.
Yeah.
That face.
We're not doing that.
Yeah, what movie is that from? That's
Shit got real serious.
The one in Santa Cruz, the creepy one.
That's a.
It Follows? Us.
Us.
Thanks. That day was one of the worst days of my life.
Did your heart just drop?
Yeah, I don't like that. I thought somebody was going to come into the door. Like, Mark Riley's standing over there with his, like, I like creepy stuff. And Kaika's over there like, even in Hawaii, things can be creepy. And they play that song, which used to be a cool song. I dug that song. Like in my 1987 Celica, I was jamming to that song.
Oh, yeah.
And now it's just about creepy people who live under Santa Cruz, okay? And I'll never go back to Santa Cruz. You think I'm going to Santa Cruz? You're out of your fucking mind. I'm not going anywhere near that place. Anyway, sorry for yelling. I love
Still
both
a
of you.
great song.
Yeah, it's a great song.
Still a great song.
Is that? Yeah, it's like I got 5 I mean, my 87 Celica, windows
I
down,
just know
Pennsylvania
the opening,
winter.
bam, 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 bam,
Yeah.
that thing.
That's it.
It says, "Ting, dong, bam, bam."
Music, Mike
That's
doesn't
how
know.
that's how Mike does music.
Hey,
Wait,
hey.
yeah.
Bam, 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 bam.
Jill sent me the Jeopardy. She's in chat. Jill. Mussolino.
Hi, Jill.
Ciao,
Jill,
ragazzi, ragazzi.
Jill Massimino.
Allora, va bene. I run out of words. Because I can do the Italian accent. It's pretty good. It's almost as good as my German. So like you come in, you have your beers in the morning. Everybody knows before your first day at the office. Like Monday you have 1 beer, Tuesday 2 beers, Wednesday go back to 1 because you couldn't get too drunk on Wednesday. Thursday you have all the beers, and Friday you don't show up. That's how we work in Germany. You just have all the beers and then the pretzels. All right, I'm kidding.
I like this work week.
I love
It's a
German
great
pretzels.
work.
They're
week.
delicious.
They're amazing. Some spicy
delicious.
mustard. Let's go. Ken Knapsack, thanks for being here, buddy.
Hey, buddy.
You're the best. GPACharity, the Hawaiian Hunk, Prince of the Islands. You're the best. Thank you, everybody, for getting us over 25K, 300 supporters on the Futility, the Actual Game of Living Kickstarter. 27 days to go. We're going to hit that 30K. Once the floodgates
Easily.
open, we hit those stretch goals. We make it happen. Thank you all so much. Again, like I always say, it is not lost on us. Your generosity, your kindness is so appreciated. You have no idea. To make a dream come true of making an actual board game is really, really fun. Every single day you choose positivity. It's an active choice. Call somebody, text them, tell them you love them. It matters. It's way easier to love than hate. Find the good. We'll see you on Monday.